started this gangster shit. Mr. Motherfucker, thanks I get. Hello. I started this gangster shit. And this the motherfucker, thanks I get. Hello.
Having fun? Subscribe to this channel. We need you here. Hey, okay, it's Comic Artist Pro Secrets, and I'm Ethan Van Sciver, 26-year veteran of the comic book industry, world's most charming, elegant, eloquent, and yet humble man. Great big Star Wars fan, trusted member of the media. It's my sad duty to report that the internet is still a receptacle for sociopaths to take out their angst on normal people. It's a bad place to be if you have thin skin. It's a bad place to be if you have a good tender heart and are somebody who might get their feelings hurt by bullies, by SJWs. It's awful. It's an awful thing. Now, believe it or not, and this is the worst part of this news. Not even a 7-year-old child is safe. A 7-year-old child steps out into the public. She's been acting her whole life, her whole 7-year life. I'm a dad. I have a 3-year-old daughter, so this is extra poignant to me. She's been working really hard. She gets a role in the second biggest and soon to be the biggest. I think it's gonna Avengers Endgame is pretty much gonna overtake Avatar. We're pretty sure at this point. Any day now. She gets a role in this movie, and hooray! It's the best day of her life. But boy, does it come with grief. Of course, it comes with grief because you see, Lexi Rabe may be without any control of her own. This is not her choice. This is not her idea. This is not her concept. Participating in the whitewashing of an African American person of color character within the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Now, this isn't for sure. But, of course, in Avengers Endgame, Lexi Rabe, who is just an awesome, adorable kid, gets the role of Tony Stark's daughter. And it's quite possible that when the MCU rolls out their next line of superhero movies that are going to be more based on current characters, the SJW Marvel characters, the ones that have all basically failed and flopped because, well, mostly because they're being written by SJWs who are sociopaths, who have no soul, and they're all agenda. Everything is agenda all the time. Doesn't mean there are no bad characters, really. John Byrne used to say Firestorm was a bad character, but I disagree. I think he's still a good character. He just needs to be written properly. There are no bad characters. They're just terrible creators. Good creators can come in and instill any character with heart and soul. And by good creators, I also include good actresses, good actors and actresses. And by all accounts, Lexi Rabe is a good actress. And yet, for her service, for potentially instilling Tony Stark's daughter with heart and soul, she is going to, and perhaps, becoming Ironheart in a future movie. She is being bullied by SJWs, the very same people who claim that social media bullying is what led to the voluntary deplatforming. These people left the internet of Daisy Ridley and Kelly Marie Tran, Rey, and Rose Tico, respectively, from the Star Wars movies. Of course, that's nonsense. It's projection. It always is projection. That's what these people do. Here's an article from the MovieWeb talking about it. MovieWeb.com is a pretty good garbage tier shill website. I say that lovingly. They house B. Allen Orange, who is my arch enemy, and Kevin Berwick, who's pretty close. Kevin, you're pretty close to being my arch enemy too. Just kidding. 7-year-old actress Lexi Rabe has been the victim of bullying online and out in public. Rabe portrayed Tony Stark's daughter in Avengers Endgame and made Marvel Cinematic Universe fans from all over the world tear up with her "I love you 3000" line as her father was dying. "I love you 3000." On her personal Instagram account, which is run by her mother, Jessica, the young actress posted a video where she's explaining her behavior out in public and stating she's not perfect. This is really not something any 7-year-old should have to be doing. "I'm sorry that you're bullying me. I'm not perfect. I'm sorry that you're calling me names. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm a first grader. But SJWs, if you want me to say I'm sorry to you, I haven't yet learned from Comic Artist Pro Secrets that you do not ever apologize to SJWs. So I'm sorry. Please, can you imagine this? The bullying from these people. Jessica Rabe does not go into any specific instances of the bullying in her lengthy message posted at the bottom of Lexi's video. She insinuates that people have treated them badly in public, possibly also for not stopping to give autographs. She also insinuates that she is starting to become self-conscious in public due to this bullying. As for the cyberbullying, it looks like Jessica and Lexi's followers have gone through and reported all the negative comments, at least according to one fan who has been keeping track. Hey, dummies, don't ask a 7-year-old for her autograph when she's out in public with her mom. Just you know, a courtesy. It's a little bit cringy to see people being stopped at the airport, you know, and being harangued for their autographs. I'm an autograph hunter. I love autographs, but I go to autograph shows to get them. Harangued for their autographs when they're with their families. You know, they're just trying to have some private time, some family time. I think it's pretty weird to walk up to a 7-year-old who's with her parents out in public and say, could you please sign? Do you know how to make the letters yet? Can you sign your name? I mean, she's 7, guys. Please protect this girl, Mom. Please protect this girl from these lunatics. It ain't easy. It ain't easy. I understand that. In any case, anyone who feels the need to bully a 7-year-old girl should really get themselves straightened out. Here we go. MCU fans are angry with her for things that are out of her control, like the possible whitewashing of Ironheart. Ironheart is Riri Williams, a pretty awful character created by Brian Michael Bendis. She is a teenage girl of color. Now, back a couple years ago when Marvel Comics was screwing with the fans rather than producing good content that people wanted to read, they decided to gender swap. For one thing, they gender swapped most of their white male heroes with women and sometimes women of color. Therefore, we'll keep the book called Iron Man, we'll kill Tony Stark, and we'll replace Iron Man with a black teenage girl. And it's still called Iron Man. And why? Why is she Iron Man? Because she's a super genius. This teenage girl is a super genius, and her teacher said, "You know what?" She said to her teacher, "Challenge me. Tell me that I can't do something." And the teacher said, "Okay, you'll never be Iron Man, or you'll never be Tony Stark." And so this girl spent her whole life, just working towards something out of negativity. And she went on to become Iron Man and then eventually Ironheart. One of the worst characters, one of the worst origins. Basically, SJW characters tend to act like supervillains. Who does that? What kind of hero goes, tell me I can't do something and I'm going to prove you wrong? That's a supervillain origin, essentially. So Ironheart's a terrible character. Obviously, the MCU, they're full of slightly more sane creative people, so they're going to have to fix Ironheart. Okay, they're going to have to fix Ironheart, and one of the ways that they might do it is they might make her a direct descendant of Tony Stark. So it might be Tony Stark's little daughter that goes on to become a young, female Iron Man called Ironheart. All right, so this is why this little girl is being bullied. She's being bullied for the color of her skin by SJW lunatics. Who see her as an impediment to their agenda, which is already failing all around them. Which doesn't stop them from leaving offensive messages on her social media accounts. Whatever the case may be, it's good to know there are some fans out there helping Jessica Rabe to clean up her daughter's Instagram account. If fans are approaching a 7-year-old kid for an autograph, be polite, even if she doesn't want to sign it. Yeah, I would say to her mom, refuse all autograph requests and protect your daughter out in public, I mean, if you want to set up a signing at some point at a convention where she will be surrounded by security, she will have escorts, and by the way, she'll be being paid. Let this girl get paid to sign her autograph in a public setting. That's a good idea, but approaching someone in public in this day and age to ask for an autograph, especially a child, use your heads, guys. Use your heads, please. Since Lexi Rabe's mother posted the video, fans have been coming out and helping to report the bullying, which then deletes the comments. So she also posted a picture of Robert Downey Jr. as Tony Stark, warning potential bullies to go somewhere else. Good for you, Robert Downey Jr. Bullying on social media has caused some adult stars to leave the platform. Remember when you guys used to say this, SJWs? Remember when you used to accuse the fandom menace, normal people, of bullying Kelly Marie Tran off of Instagram, which never happened, and Daisy Ridley off of social media, and also never happened. It was more likely her psychopathic stalkers known as Raylos that did this. I'm going to make a video about that today, by the way. That's going to shock you. Deleted their accounts after the toxic fandom became too much. Turns out there is toxic fandom. It's coming from the SJWs, of course. Imagine what the negativity can do to a kid who is only 7 years old. Elsewhere on her account, it seems she and her family are living a pretty normal life, except for the red carpets and Hollywood sets. Well, good. Look at this. Look how wonderful. In addition to Avengers Endgame, Lexi also starred in King of the Monsters, Godzilla King of the Monsters, a movie that I want to see. Even though it got poor reviews, I don't trust the reviewers anymore. I just don't trust them. I think Godzilla King of the Monsters sounds like it was a good time. I got to get out of the house and see some movies. Which means she was in 2 movies that were the top 10 at the box office at the same time. This is a quick career path upwards. As of this writing, Endgame is currently the 2nd highest grossing movie of all time. It's getting close to taking down James Cameron's Avatar, which is obviously something that we said. So Rape has accomplished a lot more at the age of 8 than most people accomplish in their whole lives, and that includes you shiftless, disgusting soy boys, you weirdo blue-haired land whales, and all of the abuse that you heap on normal people, all over the internet, all of the demands you place on society to make good on your failures, to try to lift you out of your weirdo mental illness. Leave children alone. Leave this child alone, please. Just leave her alone. You know, I mean, if the MCU wants to quote unquote whitewash Ironheart, take that out on Kevin Feige. You can yell at Bob Iger, but for goodness sakes, this 7-year-old had nothing to do with it. Thank you. If you agree, leave me comments. In the comments section below. You guys, I read them all. And I really appreciate it. I appreciate your feedback. Leave me comments like, what's wrong with people? Have people completely lost their way? Have they no decency? At long last, have they no decency? Please hit like on this video, share this video. If you haven't subscribed, do subscribe to this channel for daily content. You don't want to miss any daily content. And also, check to make sure that YouTube didn't unsubscribe you, which is another thing that's happening. YouTube is just randomly unsubscribing people to punish this channel. Am I being paranoid? I'm not really sure, but just double check, ring the bell for notifications, and I'll see you again later today with another video. Bye-bye. Hey, I got a P.O. box. Want to send me some mail? Send it to Ethan Van Sciver, P.O. Box 607, Marlton, New Jersey, 08053. And I'll probably open it up on the live stream. Thanks very much, everyone. Hey, you want to follow me on Twitter? Are you sure? Well, if so, I'm at Ethan Van Sciver. That's at Ethan Van Sciver. See you there. Join the Fandom Menace and execute your own Order 66 with our incredible line of t-shirts, Soylo, a Soy Wars story, Tico, a Soy Wars story, and our brand new smoking hot Soy Wars Plan 9. Make a statement today. This is the only trilogy you'll ever need. The link is below in the description. If you enjoyed this video and want to become part of this community, subscribe to this channel by clicking the laughing man face logo right on your screen. Ring the bell for notifications as well. You'll never miss a live chat. And stay tuned, another video by Comic Artist Pro Secrets is coming right up.